आज हम देखेंगे कैसे अपने सिस्टम को सिंगल यूज़र से बिलियन यूज़र के लिए स्केल करना है। तो सपोज़ हमारा सिस्टम है, सो दिस इज़ सपोज योर client can be using mobile or it can be using computer. So now assume that हमारा जो सर्वर है वो my.website.com पे होस्ट किया है हमने। ये हमारा सर्वर है जहाँ ये हमारा एप्लीकेशन और हमारा वेबसाइट होस्टेड है। सो फर्स्ट इट विल ट्राई टू सर्च दिस माय वेबसाइट on the laptop, on the browser. So browser will, what it will do, browser will send request to DNS. So this is DNS. So first thing that user is doing, typing this website name in the browser gets this address and convert this address to a IP address. So it returns as a response IP address. Now its browser directly connect with the server with given IP address. Now the request is received by server. Once the request is received, server will process the request and send response. So ये हमारा सिंगल यूज़र के लिए, सिंगल यूज़र पे कैसे रिक्वेस्ट आया और रिस्पॉन्स गया इसके लिए। नाउ सपोज कि दिस इज़ अ सिंगल यूज़र। नाउ द इशू विद दिस आर्किटेक्चर इज़ दैट हियर our web server and database server both are hosted on the same machine. So what can so first thing is that it will find resource crunch and it cannot scale. It can scale up to a certain limit because a machine can have certain up to certain power only. Like we can enhance the capability of this server up to certain power. Beyond that it cannot be expanded. So suppose we added high quality of server, means with very high CPU power and memory, but it has a limit, and the limit will be, and the limit will not allow to scale you after certain extent. So what we should the first thing we should do is that we will split this server into web server and DB server. So what we did, currently this two thing was hosted on the same machine. Now this is hosted on another different machine. DB is hosted on a different machine. So now if suppose user is sending request, so user will send request on the web server get request and get the data from DB server will respond with required data, and then server will respond this back to client. So this is how the response will be go back to client. So this way, like now we have increased the capability with DB server also or web server, because now whatever enhancement we were doing with this machine, we will do the same enhancement with this machine and this machine. Again, this is limited. Why this is limited? Because again, this machine can be enhanced up to certain limit. After that, it cannot be enhanced. Similarly, this same issue that this server will also face. So we double the capacity, but the issue is that still the server is not up to very high scalable. So now what we will do now, so here we will understand the scaling concept. Scaling can be of two type. So the first can be horizontal, second can be vertical. So horizontal scaling and vertical scaling, the difference is that vertical means in the same machine you are enhancing the machine power. So machine power is enhanced. But horizontal machine means you are adding replica of the same machine, replica of same type of machine, and serving the request and enhancing your service capability. So like suppose this machine was with 10 GB RAM and 500 GB hard disk. So with vertical scaling, what will happen? Vertical scaling means you will directly make this 10 GB to 100 GB, and this is 5000 GB as storage. But with horizontal scaling, what will happen, that rather than increasing the power of single machine, you will add similar machine in your server. So what will happen in horizontal, what you will do, you will add multiple such machines with all same capability, like 10 GB and 500 GB. Similarly, like this, everything A, B, C, D, E.